Hey guys, my name is SnowTown and welcome back to another episode of SnowTown here in City Skylines. Well, last episode, guys, I think I've now coined the phrase. Nobody else, I'm copywriting this, guys. I built an underground tunnel. A tunnel that goes underground. I know. I'm so foolish, but guys, last episode we built a huge tunnel that goes underground, under the river, which is completely connecting up a brand new area for us to kind of get vehicles to and from each side of SnowTown right now, which went pretty well. Not many people are using it, which was a little bit of it was anticlimactic, but at the same time, that's kind of good, because it means the areas around it I can build and bulk up a little bit more. And then the vehicles that start using that tunnel, there's pretty much no traffic for them, which is kind of exciting. Now, guys, today we're going to solve some of the huge traffic issues we have within that industrial area. And that's because since we got rid of the super demand mod, the city has kind of brought itself back to life in many ways. This industrial area is now OTT and it needs to export goods so bad that the exportation areas are being overwhelmed. So let's pause for a second and zoom in. This exportation area right now, there's just tons of vehicles trying to get over to it. We tried to do a little bit of work here and there by redirecting some of the tram lines. Over here as well is a little bit of an issue. I kind of created a few little extra roads sticking out here, there and everywhere and change a few things. But ultimately, we have a few little issues right now. There is so much traffic in this area that we need to kind of solve it. And I've been thinking for quite some time, what benefit do we have at the moment with the trams running through the area? Now, granted, it does create and provide a lot of transportation for the pedestrians to get to where they need to get to, but is it more of a burden for us at the moment? I think it might be, and that's not to say that I want to get rid of them, because there is a couple of lines going around right now. There is two lines that kind of connect up, and they are pretty handy. But before I get rid of it, I want to see if I can kind of try and solve it without going too far. Now, as your boy clears his throat, we need to sort out the train line. So at the minute, we have a little backlog of trains coming in because of this little turn area. We need to sort this out and make it a little bit better. I also might need to add in an additional exportation area too. Because what we have right now, if I added in a third one, maybe it might take the edge off a little bit. Because we do have a lot of vehicles trying to get in and out. There's many decisions that we can do. But let's first start with sorting this out. So as always, guys, as your boy slowly fixes the monstrosity that he has created, I just want to say, guys, if you have been enjoying SnowTown, then please make sure you smash that like button down below, guys. And if you are new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. Now, I'm going to delete this back quite a bit, right? Actually, I'm going to delete it all the way back to there. Is there a better way in which we can manage how this train line comes around? Because it is a little bit crazy, isn't it? It's kind of crazy how it does connect in general. But I kind of like the idea of it doing that. Weirdly, I really do. But I'll change it slightly anyway. So I can have a little bit more of a kind of freeform play around to connect up. And do you reckon I could benefit by maybe adding in an additional exportation area over here? Ooh, decisions. So many ideas, Seniac. But let me just kind of get this back to normal first. So what I'm going to do is also run parallel just here. And then we'll bring it to there. And then what's that distance? I mean, it's already technically a little bit sticking out, but it doesn't matter. 16. I've got to make them kind of connect at a certain distance so the trains can connect over. So if I had this running underground for a little while, let's say there, before I popped it back up, just so I given... hold on. There we go. Just so I've given enough length for that train to connect in. And then we'll connect that somehow anyway. So let me just get this first from... I can't even see where it is. There we go. This point here. Right, I'll anarchy that up to there. And then if we delete back just to there for just a hot minute. and then create a little bit of a bend. So that will be a 12 by 12. Sweet, mate. And then this, if I can run this out to, oh, it's going to be tough, to there like that, to where then this kind of comes up. Well, we'll make it extend a little bit more forward first. It's connected into there to kind of get over to that point. But the biggest issue was them coming in this way, dropping off here and leaving this way. So if I, at this point here is 16. So if I make it go down here at this point to there, we know we're at 16 length at this moment. So then we need it to be, well, it's going to be tough, isn't it? 16. Okay, what I'm thinking of doing now then is actually making this go on the ground a little bit earlier. Just so I can get that right momentum. So down by 10 there to there. So 16 plus 5 would be 21. But then again, I need to come down a little bit earlier. So if I came down by 9, there we go. Can you go underground, please? Appreciate it right there. 9. Then if I do an 11, that's 21. Hopefully that is the right amount length, so it doesn't make trains back up and get caught up and stuck. It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway, but I'm just trying to reduce it as much as I can. So there we go there. That's all connected back up now. Let me just sort out this that goes all the way over. So I'm thinking, if possible, to kind of, I'll select it from here, and if I just go across just there like that, to get this connected over to that point. But I'm not too sure where that point meets. So if I do a, right, I'm going to risk it right now. If I do a 10 by 8, just to kind of get it over. How off am I? Do you know what? It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. And then we bring this straight across to there. And then I think what we'll do is a 12 by 10 there, but I bring it down to 0 in that whole distance. Is that then enough to kind of then connect it up to here? Should be. What was that, by the way? 9 by 9. So then technically we're back to normal. Swings round a bit better. Could potentially lead me to connect up another train line system there. I'm just going to get this to go over here so it doesn't cross all the way over. So going back to normal right now, again, that doesn't really solve anything. But our biggest problem is the sheer amount of vehicles that we've got coming in. Now, I want vehicles to flow in here as easy and as quick as possible. No questions asked, just get it done. So what I'm going to do is turn this actually into a one-way road. So it might aid, let me pause again, the ability to bring vehicles in, because then I can choose 2 lanes rather than 1. So what I could say then is, and again, it doesn't really aid anything, but it might allow these guys here to kind of come in a little bit easier. So if you're coming on this side, because the traffic light is from this side, you're coming in and turning on the right lane. Granted, you're then going to have to merge her over. You are going to have to merge her over. But at least then we're not having vehicles coming out doing a left turn, which might kind of stop the vehicles coming in. But again, it's not going to solve everything. I've just created a really, really big loop. Now, another thing to do would be is to get rid of that exit in that way, which means everyone's pushed out to this way, thus to stop throwing vehicles on this little bit of a backlog. Now, my other issue is I've got way too many vehicles trying to drive into here than what I can actually handle driving in there. So until I can reduce the amount of vehicles going in, I'm always going to have this little bit of an issue right now. So a secondary exportation area could be the way to go, or a third one at this point, because we already have this one set up. Could be the way to kind of slightly go forward, but at the same time, trams they're our biggest issue at the minute, aren't they? They really are. So do I just go to hell with it, get rid of trams, thus eliminating a lot of the traffic problems and worries that we kind of got? I think it might be. I've got to kind of look at how it's currently flowing. So if I just initially delete the tram stops that I have set up through here, because we do have a subway line. They can always enter here by subway. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Now they're going to flow around here to a certain extent. Get rid of you. There we go. Now what's making him stay going around this route? I wonder. Is it the stop there? It probably is. But if I dragged this now before he enters that area. Oh wait, am I not dragging it? What's going on? Pause. Oh, I just realised why I can't move it. I'm thinking like bus route style. If I put the tram line cutting through this road, I gotta make the road be able to handle trams. Cut through here, thus eliminating the need for it to go through the industrial area. Right. So then playing to play mode, it should automatically update and change this route. But I'm going to do it anyway. Bring this and have it stop there. I don't know how busy these roads are going to be. Have this one stop there. So this one, rather than coming down into here, it just simply comes around there and goes back up. Smaller loop, granted. It is a much smaller loop, but they can walk the distance. They could get over here via subway anyway, and it's more really for residential. So if I've handled that one, which means then I can put the road back to normal. So again, pause where it crosses there. Put this road back to normal. There we go, boys. There we go. And then on this side. Sweet. So that's back to normal then. As you can now see. So we kind of savour the huge monstrosity that I had cutting through here. We then have this one. Now, what this could do, because the grand thing about this is, and the good thing about what the tram lines were doing is they all intertwine and connect to one another. So they all crisscross. So you can keep jumping on tram routes and stuff like that. I'm going to lose the ability on this one because it kind of fully connects up to there. Now that's a tough one for me. Oh no, actually I won't because I have this loop going around. So what I could do, right, and again pause, disconnect all the tram stops that tear through here. Right, which I'm going to have to do it to these ones as well because I don't know who is connected to who. So just bear with me on this, guys. I know I've just kind of got rid of some on the other line. And... oh, this is painful. Alright, there we go. That was quite painful to do because I've got to go back and redo it all. If I then turn this into a tram road... and... if I made a crossing there... is that too close? I'm going to try it, which means that the tram would turn here, rather than going into the industrial area, up to there. Now, I'm hoping that we don't see... do you know what I could actually do? Is elevate it. I could elevate it. Make it so much more easier for us. We don't... do we get a... yeah, tram track. That's what I want. So if I slip from here... elevate this up to... I'm going to go to 8. Not too high. And then back down. It elevates it over. Great stuff. I have also deleted the path, which I'm going to now place back in. And we'll just put it... should we just put it to the side? Nice and simple. Did it have... the crossing's still underneath, which is all good. So at least the tram line can go through there. Which, if I kill off you and you, play mode again, It should then just connect up to here. Now, there isn't any other stops that I've missed, is there? I'm just wondering why it's still going through this section. So if I manually do it anyway, so from this point here, I make it do a stop. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. That's why we can't do it. You can't find a path here. There we go. There's that small little bit there. So will that automatically update right now? Will that be deemed then the shorter route to get over to this point? Aha, it's updated on the one side. So on this one side here, if I add in a stop just there, and then chose to add a stop in just there. Great stuff. And then, there we go. The other one is now updated, so they're going down this road instead. So I do the same on this side. Stop there. Now, it is tearing through some semi-industrial area, but mainly residential and commercial. Thus eliminating it coming through here. Because this is what I'm more worried about here. I don't mind this bit. It's this bit. Now, where I said before that it does, this is now loses the connection to these. It kind of doesn't, because we still have this loop that kind of goes all the way up to there. Pass here, which it touches that route and this loop here, so it doesn't really do anything different for us. I've just got to get back in the stop just there in between, and they're still technically connected, which is good. So then if I put the road back to normal, and now I have eliminated, guys, right, it's industrial road here, the tram line tearing through our industrial area, thus creating unnecessary traffic that we had once seen before. So this is now a do do the turning circle. Yeah, 4-lane road there. I'll just throw a turning circle on there. I'm not sure if that was, if it's going to make it worse or not, but hey ho, there we go. So bring this all the way up. Oh, wait, hold on. No, Seniac, no. At this point here, I need it from. My bad, guys. And then that eliminates then all of the trams tearing through. Again, not going to solve the exploitation issues that we've got, but it solves the generic traffic in the middle. Which might actually then make these lines a little bit longer, just because the traffic that wants to get over here that were caught by the trams now are no longer caught by trams, so they can get and backlog this up a bit more, which at least we get a more natural view of it. But look at this right now, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So we're filtering traffic out. We've got to try and filter traffic out in a better system, a better way. So why don't I suggest, what would be the way to do this? What would be the way to do this? So I could throw in an additional, I mean, look at this, the amount of vehicles over here. I need another exploitation area, don't I? Do I just bite the bullet and get one in? I think so. I think so. And I could throw it here, but I don't want to. I want to localize it. So what I could do is I could use these elevated train tracks to kind of bring an elevation. I can't even speak English. Elevated train track coming in, which I can then have like an exploitation area over here, for example, which separates the demand a whole lot easier. Now, where would I place something like that in? Well, they will fit in here. Let me turn Anarchy off. Yeah, they will fit in with the Anarchy. So, if we think about it, I have this here that kind of goes around that area. That here for this area. If I had one in, like, over here, I've got to be a bit careful I don't place it too close to these areas. So, maybe centralize it to here. And place it on that side or this side. I'll place it on this side here. And that's as far as I can take it before it hits that road. Now this is going to be quite the achievement to build. So here then we will elevate by 10 by 10 the train track up. Now granted it is going to delete quite a lot of industry, which is going to be a shame. And where do I connect it up to? Now it's elevated up here and we have a lot of space here to do that. Or do I kind of create the bend and then tear that through up to here, then it connect off? I mean, again, like I said, it's going to delete a lot of industry buildings. But the benefit outweighs the negatives. It really does. So I think I'm going to make it use the center here. So if I get it to use the center section, it means there's still zoning either side. Okay. And if I bring this over to here, and then what I do from that point there to, so it's a 10 by 10 bend that we create to connect directly over to there, right? So it tears through it. It's not, I mean, it's very invasive, but it's not too invasive. It kind of still gives a little bit of zoning here, there, and everywhere. And then we want to create our connection. So 21, that would work perfect. And then here, 22. Again, perfect to go in both directions. All set up nicely on those yet. They all link. Wonderful. So, yeah, like I said, it doesn't... I mean, it does delete some stuff, but it doesn't take away too much. Now, I'm hoping that we do get not too many vehicles over here. So they're driving in from this side. But I'm hoping it takes the edge off right now, these two exportation areas, because we have this additional way to kind of export the goods. A little bit more localized for some people. And we'll start seeing how many people are going to eventually start using it, which will be quite interesting. So at the minute then, it's only really the issue is getting the vehicles in and out of the exportation buildings. That's literally all it is. Do we have any major traffic line around anywhere else? So we have... yeah, which are the tram roads here. Do I turn roads like this? Is it just this like junction? What's the issue? Yeah, well I could do, because that is kind of like a major connecting road, isn't it? I could upgrade that to a 4-lane road. I could do that. I'll think about that anyway. Let me just think about that anyway, because I want to see if this is now going to work. So we got vehicles leaving this, which is good to see. So you got to think every vehicle that uses this, that drives in or drives out, is less vehicles using this or this one. That's what you kind of got to think of it. So I know the road here is not as busy, but I don't want it to turn around and all of a sudden throw every single vehicle onto this. That's then creating a problem around here. Right, we got some issues with not enough services, so let me see what's going down then. So we've got plenty of services there. Fire. We've got plenty. Maybe just wants another one. Let's get the beautiful Detroit building in right now. Squeeze it in just there. I mean, I get another police station down if they really want it. Just there. Medical. Again, it's still there, but probably it's not the greatest. So, what do I go with? A yoga garden? That would be quite funny, wouldn't it? That would be. The university hospital? See, I like this building because you can kind of place it, like, for example, here. And it also builds on the opposite side of the road. I like that building. Right, there's all your services, please. I mean, I wish it told us what service it required. That would be quite nice. But yeah, vehicles, trains are coming in and out. Vehicles are coming in and out. Looking pretty jazzy. It's not as bad now, that road. So it has taken the edge off slightly. I should also really be getting these guys to... that turns into that lane. That one turns to here. Just to filter them out a little bit more easier. So at least they'll divide their lanes to the direction that they really want to go in. Everyone's making a right turn anyway. Oh no. Oh no. But at least they can sort themselves out and where they want to go anyway. Thus reducing this. I feel like that might have not settled it, but solved a few little bits and bobs. Right, garbage. We've got a lot of garbage issues over here. So we might need to build a few more of these right now. So let's get over here then. Industrial road. Yes, please. Right, extend this down there. And then the garbage side of it, we need those big, beautiful, large recycling plants. Pause because I deleted some power lines. Right, an additional 4 now placed down. How much does that change on the old garbage front? So it increases it. Of course it does. Which hopefully these guys are able to access the garbage needs a little bit more. The amount of vehicles coming out of this building is still ridiculous. Should I get... I don't think they've got the... I don't know why. But I'm going to give them the ability to crisscross. Because I can't... I don't feel like... Oh, wait. Hold on. It could be... Is there a... There's not really a node, is there? For them to crisscross over. If I set it up like that, I know, again, counterintuitive, but a lot of these guys coming out don't want to use the other lane because they've got to directly turn left. But unless they all want to turn that way anyway, I don't know, because they're going around and then coming back in again. That's kind of what they're doing. So, where are you all going? Where are you going? Over to there. Where are you going? Up that way. Oh, yeah, because they want to get to over here, don't they? Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. But at least this is being used anyway. Should reduce it. There's less vehicles now coming out of this area, which is a good sign. But there's still quite a few vehicles coming in. So I don't know if that's a good sign or not. But this is reduced down quite dramatically. And worst case scenario, if I need to add in a fourth one, I've already got elevated lines anyway, which is all good. Alright, things seem to have quietened down a bit. This road's not as busy anymore. So that traffic has died down. That's why I shouldn't have done it straight away, because now it's like kind of all orangey green. Right, we have issues here, vehicles trying to come in and out. So some symmetrical roads would be needed. Right, here we go. So it's just literally for the vehicles exiting, not coming in. So straight away that kind of sets us up and allows them to flow out. Do we have traffic lights on? We do. I'll turn them off for now. That will increase the flow of vehicles out because we have then 2 turning lanes, basically. Back to the traffic then. So we got a huge log here, but that is literally because all the vehicles are coming out. But it'll be nice to kind of have a little luck in terms of the traffic lights anyway. There's no traffic lights coming in. That's all down to here. But I wonder if having, again, a asymmetrical road leading here would also aid the vehicles. There we go. Because we have that left and right turning lane all over again. You see? So it's cleared a lot of the stuff here. We then have the issue going across. Now, this is my next one. Is the issue both ways? Because what I could do is we have a small 4-lane road tearing through. So I could hit that. Oh wait, hold on. That's not the same type of road, is it? Oh wait, no, that's not even the road. Hold on. There we go. Hit that going all the way up. So we always have that dedicated straight on lane, turning lane, if you know what I mean. So if I bring this all the way up. Right to the end. Because that tears through the middle. it can then have, it can handle more traffic basically. So if you're turning left or right, you stay in the left-hand lane. If you're going straight on, you pretty much stay in the... No, if you're turning left or right, you stay in the right-hand lane. If you're going straight on, you stay in the left-hand lane, thus aiding more of the flow of the vehicles. Good stuff. Very good stuff right now. So this is never ending. We just can't get the vehicles in quick enough, can we? Is our main issue. We just can't get the vehicles in quick enough. So I wonder how it would change over time. Oh, we have the issue over here now. So what's going down here, boy? So the issue that we have over here is the fact that vehicles are coming in to go round, then come back out to potentially go this way to get down here. So I could flip it round, but then a lot of vehicles then have to come up to here to go in there. So it's just the UE situation, isn't it? It's the same thing we've got going down in the other place. It's the whole U situation that we've got going on. What would be the best method? The best method. I think I'm going to put that big 4-lane road going down here too. Just so it aids the flow more as well. Because we got multiple lanes. And these are pretty much having the same issue where... What's that truck doing? That they can't get enough vehicles into the building. So I don't want to say I need a 4th one. Oh wait, hold on. This is cleared up quite nice. When did that happen? When did that freaking happen? Was it just the last bit of traffic making its way in and it's all now sorted? Completely missed that one, didn't we? Oh wait, so has this one done it as well? Okay. Okay. Right, it seems to have cleared. I think we were waiting for that initial clearance, but then again, it looks like it's then starting to build back up again. So, where you think you're winning the battle, you're never winning the battle. Is the best way to put it. So, do I add in a 4th one? I know, because the only reason being is it's such a highly zoned area. Now, I could extend this line here and add in a 4th one over on this side to eliminate some of the pains and troubles that we kind of have. But it's not the end of the world, is it? What we've currently got going on right now is not technically the end of the world. It could still be a whole lot worse. But it seems to be flowing for the most part now. Still 85% traffic flow. That's still pretty good, right? Still pretty good. Do you have any issues anywhere else? We have like, again, that's just tram lines. Again, where you could think about maybe we get rid of the tram lines. Could be a thing. Down here is the commercial still complaining. They're still complaining so bad. So maybe we need to focus on building new areas. Oh, we got... Oh, okay, it's very red here. Let me check this section out. So, do we have no traffic lights here right now? It's not that bad. It's like, I see red and I'm like, oh my god, it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. Them warehouses are now pretty much all filled up. So I think we can now start thinking about more residential going down that route. And I think this might be the perfect place to start. So. We are now going to start building a brand new residential area. So go down to that way. Bring this up to... What is that distance? 65. And straight down. As this begins our new suburb. The beginning of your boys' brand new suburb. So we're trying to do it where we don't have too many connections. So if I then go down by another 30. Ooh, it's where the bend happens. Can I anarchy that instead? Ooh. That was not very nice. Right, I've had to anarchy it on. If I delete that and then we'll redo it. There we go. So then we got a few little lines. I know it's quite close on that connection, but we don't mind too much. But I'm trying to keep some part away from the junction, which I can actually then delete you and go straight up here. So the connection's there. If the connection's there, that would 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that connection will happen there, and then we never needed that connection. You see what I'm saying? Oh, steady yak. But at least we got our suburbs on the go. So I don't know whether to kind of then do a diagonal line going down there. I'll save that little area. But then what we do here is paths to connect it all. So from here to there, there to there. So we're enabling people to walk across these distances. Across there, obviously, because we have the little stop. Do another one just there. We'll do one here. There we go. And yeah, it should be fine for the rest. Do we have water? Of course we don't. What did you think this was? Bam, bam, well, bam. Beautiful little design there. And high density, low density. Ooh. Okay, we'll go a little bit high density on this side because of what we currently have on the opposite side. So, commercial there. Even though we don't need it at the minute, I'm going to throw it in. Okay, we'll do low density residential. Going all up here to there. And we'll make all that little section there commercial. And then this can pretty much be all residential. We do our strip of residential just here. Again, it's all going to be commercial in this bit, but I ain't going to zone it because we don't really have any commercial demands. There we go. And we might as well extend that road. I'll extend it to there. Cut it in. Now, we do need a connection. So what is that all the way across? That is 100. So, where is the 50 point? There. Cut that into there. Which is quite close by to that there. Maybe that wasn't needed, to be honest with you. And then the trams. Just going to reposition you to there, you to there. Maybe we get a stop in here and here. And get the stop off of that little section. That'll be better. And then what I'm going to do is the residential. Drag this all the way down to here. Now I know it's so much residential we're throwing in. I get that. I get there is so much residential being thrown in. But we kind of need it to create the growth. To then spark the growth from the commercial. Now, the industrial side of things, we still have quite a lot of unemployment. Amazingly, we do. So what I'm going to do is, because we still have some industrial demand, I might spark a little bit of a office area. So we can have a little bit of office in just here. So we'll kind of like dot it around. Drop some offices on this front. We no longer need these power lines, do we? Okay, the power doesn't technically connect all the way over. But I'll anarchy it for the sake of it. Offices are run down so far here. Goes a bit funky on this one because of the bend. And we'll bring that down to just there. So again, that will settle all the industrial demand, also providing jobs within the Snowtown area. Because there is a lot of peeps around there. And should we extend some more offices on this industrial side too? Because it makes sense to place offices around here. So throw some in there. We'll fill that up there. Eventually I will remove these little snow dump areas. Squeeze some offices within all these little gaps. Because what I like about it is it's industrial. It's industrial zoning, but you don't get the traffic like the normal industrial zoning, which is quite cool. So that will settle a lot of that. That really will. This area will build up naturally as time progresses and goes on, because again, no super demand mod. It's going to build natural, which again, like I said, will take its time. These guys need power, but again, it will all merge as one. It will all merge as one. The issues over here have literally disappeared quite a lot. So I think it just needed time, didn't it? It needed time upgrading the road to make the flow a little bit better. And it seems to have sorted itself out. We have a little bit of a backlog here with the vehicles leading up. Now I could drop a roundabout, but what also might be handy would be 1, turn off the traffic lights, 2, creating the 4-lane road leading up to it, so we can sort out the lane managements. So whether you're turning left or right or going straight ahead, we got you covered, boy. So that was for there. This can be to go straight on or turn right. So the going straight on and turning left lane, the heavily used lanes, are divided. We have that randomly there. Hold on. I'll get rid of that. Goodbye. There's one here too. This is stuff I don't really notice unless I look. There we go. So get rid of a couple of those vehicles backing up. We do have traffic light. No, we don't have traffic lights there. But stuff like that could really benefit with roundabouts. It really could. So I think this comes in waves. You know, you get a bulk of it, then it disappears. You get a bulk of it come in, then it pretty much disappears. So it is quite interesting to see. I don't know if at any point we're going to need a secondary ship section there. This still requires fuel, which I'm surprised it has no fuel. I'm going to connect that road up. Oh, wow. At the last minute, it moved. Oh, he did it again! There we go. So it's connected there, but it's a shorter distance in many ways, isn't it? It's a shorter distance. Alright, sweet. Things are looking good. No train traffic that we fixed a few episodes ago. Sweet, mate. Offices are slowly building up. We're spending that demand very slowly. And it will all be built as time goes on. Offices being built up over here, which then might spark the commercial demand again. Hopefully it increases the job front. So the unemployment's now come down to 6%. So we've taken a percentage off that, which is really weird. But then again, it's because a lot of people choose to go to school over working. So, you know, there's that. But things are looking up. They are slowly looking up. I think it just comes in waves, the issues for those. That roundabout's done justice with filling all this up, but then again, they're all filled up right now, so there's really no demand for vehicles to head over there. Getting rid of the trams tearing through the industrial area has worked out really well for us. Very impressed with that. We have a lot of vehicles using the highways, which is really cool to see as well. Really cool to see, in fact. It's all ticking along quite nice at this point. So traffic flow is 84%, so, you know, I don't think I'll ever get it into the 90s because of how it's all built up. How this area is. So it's floating around 84, 85%. Is there any major traffic issues? I mean, that's really red. That goes against us, but at the same time, there's no traffic on it. You will never win. Never win. But it looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? It does look pretty sweet at the minute. You can't lie. You can't lie. So while we focus on continuing the expansions and building up the city, we now have more services in this area, so these guys are no longer complaining. You're complaining about what? Not enough educated workers. So maybe we got to take a look at the education side of things, because oh my goodness me, okay. Wow. Even the university doesn't have enough room. Shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. It does have enough room. Wait, hold on, let me look at that again. Eligibility, capacity. Oh, no, university. What? Oh, maybe they just can't get there. Because eligibility as well also, you know, for those areas that we de-zoned and told them not to use it. Right, next episode, guys, we need to take a look at education. We have a flawed system right now, which is not looking too good. It's not looking too good. What can I do to encourage these guys to grow? Where did I put the zone in? Okay. Right, to encourage them to grow, what I'm going to do is tear this down to here. And then place it there. Is that enough to give it electricity? Yes. Gives them guys the electricity that they require. At least we can slowly start building up on this area too. Right, guys, we're going to end it for here anyway. We've solved a few issues. We've noticed a few other issues. But having that additional plot there has worked out really well for us. Also allowing the vehicles to exit a little bit easier has worked out really well for us. We have that central road, that 4-lane road tearing all the way through. We're going to have issues here and there. They're going to appear certain times of the day. They'll disappear, but there is no major backlogs. All the vehicles are moving. I see no traffic jams or anything like that through the entirety of SnowTown right now, which can only be a good thing. It's now just getting the city back to its former glory, getting all the commercial being built all over again. But that's going to require a lot more people living here, moving in. But we get in there slowly, guys. It's going to be a long time before we see any commercial growth. And demand at that point, because the zoning's already placed down. But these guys are complaining about there's not enough buys for the products all over again. All over again, boys. So look at them. Look at them right now. More warehouses are needed, which is scary. It's quite scary. More warehouses, more people living here. You know how it goes, boys. You know how it goes. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.